first. Fighting out of the blue corner, please welcome Kainoa Payton.
Kainoa Payton,
1-0.
Talyn Piccione, not Peach.
Oh, P. Okay, like
Piccione.
You know how you get into that rhythm?
Right.
I could never get it because they
Got
were
it.
moving so quick.
Kainoa Payton. Kainoa.
And now, entering the cage, fighting out of the red corner, please welcome Talyn Piccione.
Talyn Piccione, 5'7", 133 pounds, out of Riverside, California. He is making his amateur debut. He will face off against Kainoa Payton. Payton, 135, 5'8", comes in with a 1-0 record. He's out of Hawaii. He fights out of Hollywood, and he's been battling MMA for 2 years. You're looking at Talyn Piccione. He's going to get his final instructions and final inspection before stepping into the cage. Jeff Tolcher.
When you look at Payton's last fight, was actually in this same tournament last year. He won a decision in the LA Regional Semifinals on September 11th, 2010. And then you look at Piccione, 6-0 record. Quite impressive.
Now Piccione again, final instructions. You see the man with the mohawk, that's Larry Landless. He is a referee. Steve Davis will be the referee in charge of this bout. Fred Salas alongside Jeff Tolcher for All-Star Promotions presentation of the Battle of the Rising Stars. This is a state championship tournament, the regional finals. Glad you could be with us. The winners will advance to the state quarterfinals, then the state semifinals, and then finally the championship for the state of California in December in downtown Los Angeles. The man with the sideburns, Kainoa Payton, again out of Hawaii, fighting via Hollywood, California. Meanwhile, let's send it to the center of the cage with our ring announcer, Jim Fitzgerald. Take it away, Jimmy.
All right, fight fans, here we go. Now in the cage, 3 rounds of mixed martial arts in the bantamweight division. This bout is sponsored in part by Relentless Fightwear and Del Taco of Commerce. There's a new Del Taco right here in Commerce on Washington Boulevard next to the AMPM gas station. Del Taco this evening, if there is a knockout tonight, a physical knockout, not a tap out, not a submission, not a stoppage, but a physical knockout, Del Taco of Commerce will give away 2 free regular tacos to all those in attendance when they show their admission ticket. This is valid only at the Commerce Del Taco on Washington and is only valid this evening. Good luck to all. All right, fight fans. Once again, our referee in charge of this bout, Stephen Davis. And now, introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, he is wearing red trunks trimmed in black. He is training at a True Warrior Fitness in Hollywood by way of Oahu, Hawaii. He weighed in 133 pounds. His record, 1 win with no losses. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Kainoa Payton! His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. He is wearing white trunks trimmed in black. He is training at a Millennia in Rancho Cucamonga by way of Riverside, California. He weighed in 133 pounds. Tonight, he is making his debut. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Talyn Piccione! All right, fans, here we go. 3 rounds of mixed martial arts in the bantamweight division.
Talyn Piccione again making his debut. Primed and ready, been training for this particular bout for 2 months. Kainoa Payton out of Oahu, Hawaii, with a 1-0 record. Both fighters coming in close to the range of weight, 133 and 135 for Payton, respectively. 5'7" and 5'8" is Payton. Both going toe-to-toe right now. A right hand takes down Payton. Payton tried to get up with a right kick, but he was struck with a right hand from Piccione, and Piccione takes a foot to the jaw. Left hand by Piccione on Payton, and right now Payton looks like he's in a little bit of trouble, Jeff Tolcher.
Well, he certainly does. He's in a bad position here, too, and boy, talk about coming out with lightning quickness to start this round. Payton doing a great job early on.
Right now, Payton on a full mount on Piccione, and Piccione actually with the advantage early on, and Payton with a little bit of a turnaround, and right now the arm bar or the arm lock in the elbow. We'll see if Piccione can fight his way out of it. There's a reversal now, and Piccione gets out of it. His elbow was twisted like a pretzel, and he was able to battle his way out. Knee to the chin of Piccione. Payton in the blue, Piccione in the red. Left jab tagged the chin of Piccione. Payton with a strike to the abs, rib section, and now a knee by Payton. Countered by a Piccione knee before he's taken down to the canvas. Full mount now by Payton on Piccione. Inside closing moments of round number 1, and this one's in the books. Payton and Piccione, I'd have to say, equally matched in this round number 1 scheduled for 3.
Well, it was a tale of 2 rounds, really. Piccione came out and kind of dictated the pace a little bit in the first part of that round. Then Payton may have gotten the better of him until that big spike we saw right near the end of the first round hit the canvas, and Payton looked like he got up a little winded. He's trying to regain himself. You see him there in his corner trying to catch his breath.
135, 5'8", comes into this fight with a 1-0 amateur record. Again, this is the California Amateur Mixed Martial Arts Organization, commonly referred to as Camo, the best of the best in amateur MMA. And Payton getting some instructions. Now we switch over to Piccione, 5'7", 133 pounds, out of Riverside, California. He is a striker. He told us that before the bout. He is a striker, and that's what we originally saw from Payton and Piccione. And then we saw some grappling and then some major league takedowns.
Well, the interesting thing, too, is the ability of both fighters to get out of those takedowns, get back up and stand up, and then continue fighting. Again, at the amateur level, you got to be impressed early on with these two.
The cage is secured. Steve Davis our referee in charge, says let's go. Round number 2 scheduled for 3. Combination by Payton. Now left jab by Piccione. Payton in the blue, Piccione in the red. Love to see these fighters stand toe-to-toe.
And Payton looks like he's got a pretty good shiner right below that left eye. We'll see if that pays dividends.
Yes, indeed, swelling below the left eye of Payton. Guillotine chokehold now by Payton on Piccione. Piccione forces Payton against the cage.
And Payton's going to hold that as long as possible. Now they go down to the canvas. He's trying to get the choke out.
And Piccione on the verge of being choked out. He flipped over. It gained him a little bit of time, but the oxygen in the blood may not be getting to the cerebral area of Piccione. We'll see if he can hold it on. And Payton putting every ounce of effort he has to choke out Piccione here. Not a lot of defense or movement by Piccione. Finally, Payton relinquishes, and now combinations to the head, and this one's got to be stopped. Piccione not defending himself. Piccione taking shots to the head. Payton on fire right now.
And I'm surprised that Davis said, there it is. I was waiting for Davis.
Steve Davis has got to make the call. Piccione taking a beating at the hands of that man. Kainoa Payton out of Hawaii. Wow.
And I was waiting for the referee to step in, and I guess he was waiting for Piccione to try to fight his way out of it. But after that chokehold for such a long period of time took the wind out of his sails. He had no energy left and no energy to defend himself.
The wind and the oxygen, as well as the blood rushing to the skull. I mean, the fighter cannot think at that point clearly. He could not defend himself, and he took multiple shots to the head before Steve Davis stepped in and ended it.
And wisely, our Dr. Vega checking him out. Looks like he's okay.
Well, let's check in with the action once again. Here's the ground and pound after the choke by Payton.
And initially you'll see Piccione defending himself. You see his arms kind of flailing, but eventually Steve Davis says that's enough and this one's over.
You know, the one benefit for these fighters, or the losing fighter in this case, is that his opponent weighs 135 pounds. It's not a heavyweight punch coming at your skull when you're flat on your back. It's a 135-pound bantamweight. Nevertheless, they do take their toll. Don't underestimate what those punches deliver. But unlike a heavyweight where you're taking a 200-pound fighter's punches to the head, there's a little bit variation. There's a little bit of relief, if you will.
And factor in smaller gloves as compared to the boxing ring.
Let's go down to Jimmy Fitzgerald with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, at 1 minute 46 seconds of round number 2, referee in charge, Stephen Davis, stops the contest due to strikes. Our winner, Kainoa Payton!
And a jubilant Kainoa Payton here at the Commerce Casino. All-Star Promotions Battle of the Rising Stars. The winner, he'll improve his record to 2-0. And for Talyn Piccione, who is making his amateur debut, he will move to 0-1 and live to fight another day.
And gain of a lot of experience too. I mean, that was a pretty good beating that Payton put on him in that fight. And as you said, he's going to live to fight another day.
We'll be back with more of the regional finals here at the Camo State Championship Tournament right after this.